Hey y'all, how's everybody doing today? I hope you're wonderful and creating something amazing, something magical, something brilliant, something exciting, and just do something today that's gonna make you so proud. You're gonna look back on the day and say, yes, I crushed it, I did it. Hey everybody, it's me, Tuniscia O. And my favorite part of my day is helping support other beautiful businesswomen with breaking through, with unleashing their brilliant, their genius, tapping into their genius zone. I absolutely love supporting other women who have a dream. They know that they want to do something, but that forgiveness, that past, they just can't step into it. They can't figure out why they're stuck, but they know they're stuck. I'm your girl. I'm here to help you unleash that greatness into the world. And today, I just want to tell you guys something that you should already know. Hard things are hard. Like, hard things are hard. Even though I'm positive, hold on, let's get this hat together. Even though I'm positive with my outlook on life, and I'm positive with knowing what my why is, and it's important for us to know what our why is, I have to realize that hard things are still hard. And a lot of times, we go into things and we may think that they're tough. Good morning. We may know that they're tough, but we really don't set out to know exactly how tough it is. And when it gets a little bit tougher than we thought it should be, we're like, And it's not that we don't think that it's worth it. We think that it's worth it, but at some point we wonder if we can handle it. Can we carry the torch? Is it worth all of this? Sometimes when we hit those hard obstacles, we begin to think, maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe this isn't the right way to do it. Maybe that's why I don't have it. No, you're doing it right. This is the way that you're supposed to do it. It's just hard. It's that easy. It's hard. This 75 hard, today is day 17. I still have 60 some odd days to go. It's hard. It's an interesting balance to still get the things that I get to get done. And I'm getting into the groove of things, right? But that's the good part. I'm grateful that it's hard. How many of us, I know I spent a lot of my time thinking that I was stepping into the hard stuff. I would tell myself, oh yeah, I got this. And I'd step into the hard things. But when it got a little bit too uncomfortable, I was like, nah, that's okay. I'll come back to it. And I spent so much of my time coming back to it. But I want to tell you guys, let's stop coming back to things and let's just get it done. Hard things are hard. They just are. Now, the great news that I have that I've discovered is even though things are hard, even though things are tough, our mindset and our outlook on it is going to make all the difference in the world. I'm going up this hill, you guys. May get a little winded. Our mindset gets to shift how we see it. This pandemic, it's hard on a lot of people. It's tough. But there are people who have become millionaires. And I'm not talking about millionaires because they're taking something from somebody else. No, I'm talking about millionaires because they've tapped into their genius zone and they've tapped into something amazing and they've made it work. They are not going to be, what word am I looking for? They're not going to allow their surroundings to dictate or determine who they are. You understand? So tell me who and what it is. Who do you need to tap into within yourself? What is it within you what is your genius zone? What greatness do you get to unleash on the world in order for you to tap into who you are? So that when this pandemic is over, you get to look at it and say, I did something amazing. I did something magical. What is it? What business is it? What paintings should you be creating? What crafts should you be making? What classes should you be doing? Here, love. No, love, I'm on a live. I'm coming. What should you be doing? He's telling me pick up my pace because he knows I'm working up the hill. Okay, I'm picking up my pace. I'm picking up my pace, y'all. I had a goal. I got to the goal. Anyway, stay focused. So, what is it that you should be doing? I know during this pandemic, for me, it's been amazing. What I realized is I was traveling so much, doing so many things, even though they were great, even though they were the things that I needed in order to grow my business and grow my brand. It was still a lot of things. And so during this pandemic, me being home actually has helped me to focus. Do you know what I've been focusing on? I'm gonna lean in. Do you know what I've been focusing on? I've been focusing on all the things I'm weak at. I've been focusing on all the gaps in my life. I've been focusing on all the areas that I needed to grow and develop more in order to really become who I desire to be. I realize that I'm good at what I'm good at. I know what I'm good at. But the hard things are hard. And since they're hard, we tend to just deal with it and leave it like, it's okay this way. But really, it's not okay that way. And so I decided to say all the areas of my life that are causing me to lack, all the areas in my life that are causing me not to break through, all the areas in my life that are causing me not to have the full abundance and overflow that I pray for every single day, it's on me. I'm praying, I'm focused, I'm believing, but guess what? Faith without works is dead. So even if I'm praying and I'm focused and I'm believing, but I refuse to say, do the work that God told me to do. I refuse to go back and do the thing he told me to do last year or 3 years ago or several years ago, then guess what? It's a waste, because the thing that I have been avoiding the most, y'all, I could cry just standing here talking to you right now. There is something when I first launched my business that I was doing, and it was hard. It was so freaking hard. And I was like, this sucks. And I was like, maybe I'm not doing it right. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Maybe I should try it a different way. And I literally ran around the mulberry bush, trying to do it a different way, trying to find another way, trying to do it other ways. Good morning, how are you? Only to, guess what? Come right back to that exact same point. So now I'm right back at square one. But had I been diligent about it for the past 2 years, oh my gosh, I would be a freaking beast. I would be a freaking amazing. And I am amazing. And I know that the detour that I took was what I needed in order to grow, because it's the only way that I'm going to be able to forgive myself to say, T, you did what you needed to do, even though you didn't fully follow directions. And part of the reason I didn't fully follow directions is part of it is I really didn't fully understand what it was I was doing. Now I have a clear vision of what it is. And so I want to just ask you, like, what things have you avoided? What things have you put off to the side? What things have you kind of like, and then you get to come back to it? Because we always have to come back to it. What are those things? Really answer that question for you today. That's my question for you today. Because we can agree hard things are hard. And we can also agree that half the time we end up coming back to the thing that we avoided in the first place. So what are you avoiding? Who are you avoiding? What is it going to take for you to unleash your absolute best in the world? Who is it that you need to forgive in order for you to grow and just tap into your genius zone? Who is it that you need to become? Like, when you stop right now and think about who you see yourself as in 5, 10, 3, heck, even in 2021, what is it that you need to let go of in order to become that woman? Who do you need to forgive? What things from your past do you need to address in order for you to forgive wholeheartedly? And that doesn't mean forget. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. That doesn't mean that you deserved it. But who do you need to forgive in order for you to grow through that moment, in order to unleash your greatness and breakthrough? For me, I had to, I've gone through the forgiveness for the most part. Forgiveness is a moment by moment, and that's why I call it the forgiveness movement. But for me, I had to really, one, always keep forgiveness at the front of my mind. But also, I'm always trying to tap into why I'm where I am. Like, why did I make that decision? What thoughts were going through my mind when I made a particular decision? What was happening in that moment? And as we all begin to reflect on ourselves, I'm talking about moment by moment. As we all begin to reflect on ourselves, that's when the answers begin to come. So today, as we focus on knowing that hard things are hard and things will get tough, one, focus on your mindset. Focus on how you're showing up. You know it's going to be hard, but you can still be positive. You know it may not be easy, but you can still continue to only focus on what you want. Right? You only focus on the end result. This morning, as I was running, I told you guys I'm training for a 5K and then ultimately a 10K. So this morning, the training app was like, okay, you're going to do a 5-minute warm up, 20-minute run, and a 5-minute cool down. I was like, Jesus, take the wheel. 20 minutes of straight running. I got this. because I couldn't think about only the 20 minutes that I knew were going to be tough and I knew was going to be pounding on my body as I run up and down the hills in my neighborhood. I had to just focus on my end result. The end result is I'm going to run a 5K without stopping, consistently breathing. I actually want to be able to hold a conversation while I'm running the 5K. And when I build it to the 10K, I first have to get to the 5K. So some of us have these goals and we know how hard it is, but we don't want to go through the small steps of like running for 20 minutes straight when knowing it's going to take me a little longer than that to get to the 5K. So know your why, right? So 1, what is your mindset? 2, how are you showing up? 3, who you need to forgive in order for you to, thank you so much. I got it. I'm on it. Who do you need to forgive in order to break through and unleash your greatness? Those are only questions that you can answer. And if you find yourself stuck and you're tired of being stuck, you guys know I'm offering a thing this coming Monday, Pick My Brain, where I'm literally just going live. Whatever questions you have about business, whatever it is that I can do to support you, I'm answering your questions, not even my questions. I'm not bringing in a full agenda. I have some things that I want to chat about, but this is your time to ask whatever questions you want to ask. I know people give freebies all the time, but half the time they dominate the conversation with what they want to talk about. No, I want to talk about what you want to talk about. So be sure to register for that so I can help you all, whatever I can do to support you. But for now, your girl is going to go in here. I'm going to get dressed. I'm going to drink my smoothie and do all this good stuff. And I hope that you do something for you today. Do anything. Do one thing for yourself. Pick one of those things on your to-do list that we all have so long. Pick that one thing, and I want you to take the hardest thing and start at it, okay? Just start at it. I know that for the past several months, you've said you were going to complete it in one day. Instead of saying you're going to complete it in one day, take one segment of whatever that hard thing is and just start it. Okay, what do I mean? What I mean is if you say you're going to write a book and you've been saying you're going to write the book forever, well, today, start the outline. If you don't know how to start an outline of a book, DM me. I can set aside some time and I can tell you how I can support you. If you are saying that you want to write an online course and you don't know how to start, DM me. But start with what is the end result? If you don't know where to start with your company, and you are so confused of why you're stuck, here's the one question that I can tell you to figure out. What problem are you solving for people? What problem are you solving, right? Once you figure out what problem you're solving, then you can get to know what step 2 and step 3 and step 4 and step 5 are. But start with, what problem am I solving? How am I helping people? And when you say what problem you're solving, it shouldn't be a long conversation. Just what problem are you solving? For me, in the nutshell, the problem I'm solving is I am helping business women get unstuck. I am helping them unleash their business brilliance. I'm helping them to take their to-do list and all of their dreams that are on the list, and I'm taking them step by step to start to do it. I am teaching them how to do the things that they want to do. I am teaching them how to get paid for their business brilliance. I am teaching them how to stop giving away their time for free, answering all these questions, picking my brain type of thing. And I am teaching them how to get paid. That's what I do. I'm teaching you how to monetize your brilliance. That's what I do. So what problem are you solving? The problem that my people have is that they have a lot of brilliance, they have amazing ideas, and they can't quite figure out how to get paid for them. That's the problem that they have. What is the answer? I'm helping them to unleash their brilliance. The amazing thing is many of the people that I meet with, they come to me thinking one thing, but somehow we manage to work through some other things, and then we get to the thing that they really need in order for them to just break through and unleash. Y'all are amazing. If nobody's told you that you're freaking amazing, let me be the first to tell you you're amazing. And don't say, T, you don't know me. I don't need to know you to know that God placed you here to do something amazing, something magical, something magnetic, something legendary. He placed you here for a reason. And every problem, every situation, every obstacle, every hurdle, every mountain you had to climb, everything you had to overcome, it was for a reason. And now it's time for us to unleash that greatness and give to somebody else. I always tell my kids, picture yourself with one arm back and the other arm forward, because somebody is pulling you up and you're pulling somebody else up. Somebody is pulling you up and you're pulling somebody else up. All right? Let's step into our greatness today. Find that one thing that's hard, that one thing, and just start chipping away at it. Because before you know it, something beautiful has happened. Before you know it, you're sitting in something that you're like, oh my God, how did I get here? And then all the people around you will say, overnight, she became a success. And you sitting back like, really? Overnight? Some of y'all are thinking, Tuniscia, I'm not qualified. I don't have the skills. I don't have the degree. I don't have what it takes. I don't have the followers. I don't have the email list. I don't have the courage to go live on Facebook. But let me tell you what you do have. You have the most important thing. And the most important thing is you have the story. You have already overcome the obstacles. You've gone through the abuse. You know the pain, and you know what it took for you to heal. So you are qualified. And so often we find ourselves like, I'm not qualified, but God calls us qualified in the midst of all of our pain, all of our trouble, all of our stuff. That's the nicest way I can say it. He calls us qualified. You're qualified, sis. Let's get into it. I love you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day. If there's anything I can do to support you, DM me. You know where to find me. And if not, register for the Pick My Brain. And if you're thinking, my question isn't good enough, actually, I don't even know what question I want to ask. I want you to help me, Tuniscia, but I don't know what to ask. Well, just call me or DM me, and we could just sit on the phone and breathe with one another. And I will ask you the questions to help you figure out where you're stuck. All right? I'm gonna help y'all. I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Enjoy a beautiful day. Start with one thing. Remember, hard things are hard, but I want you to start chipping away at that hard thing. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.